Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, family, it is going down. It is going down. Usually the statement is it's about to go down, but right now I can safely say that it's going down, meaning we are in the process of this thing. It is already happening. Not that it's about to happen, but it is already happening. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that the economic downturn is speeding up. Okay. Despite the fact that the Dow Jones has skyrocketed, doing pretty good. Like one show host said, those who are not invested in the stock market don't really care about that because they are not invested in it and will not be affected by any of that on a personal level. For the most part, I saw other narratives where a lot of Americans are struggling, and the GOP and the Democrats and all of these people are still fussing over whether or not it would even help to give a stimulus payout. They're saying they don't think it would help anything. But the people who could use that help are sitting back saying, well, what do you mean it won't help anything? It's easy for you to say because you don't need it, right? But anyway, what I wanted to say is around the country, we are getting reports that grocery store shelves are emptying out again. And even in our neck of the woods, toilet paper is becoming scarce again. So there's a lot happening with this economic downturn. And the sad part about it is you don't know where things are going to end up. Okay, you might look at your situation right now and say, I'm okay right now. I'll be okay for at least another month or 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. But who knows what things will look like a year from now? That is the frightening part, or the frightening reality for a lot of people. No one knows what things are going to look like a year from now, because we're not just talking about the economy. We're also talking about how this pandemic has taken the world by storm yet again with what they're calling a third wave. And the numbers are going up. Whether you believe what's going on or not, it is what it is. A lot of people believe that there's something else being done behind the scenes. Some people believe it and take it for what it is. Regardless to where you stand on this, what you believe about the whole thing, and who's pushing what buttons and who's doing what, regardless to what you believe, something is definitely happening, okay, to the world economy. And people are perishing as a result of what is happening. And so we have to understand something. The time to make moves is far spent, okay? We should have been making moves. But if you haven't started making moves in the right direction, it is definitely time to start doing just that, because the economy is on a downward spiral, okay? Now, I'm not talking about those big Wall Street people who are constantly filling their pockets with all kinds of cash and capital and all of this kind of stuff. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about those who live on, they call it Main Street, I guess. You know, you're not really taking a part in the blessings and the outpour on Wall Street, so you live on Main Street. And those who live on Main Street, those are the ones who are having financial difficulties and wondering what the future looks like. So many businesses have closed and many more are closing. We know this because we've been to more businesses and they are saying that their doors are closing for good in the coming weeks. Okay. And so we've been able to take advantage of some of the things that they are selling as they are closing their doors. I mean, the prices that they are selling these things for is rock bottom. Okay. Upwards of 75, 85, 95%, depending on what it is you're trying to buy. So this is a good opportunity to take advantage of some of those deals, but it's also a sign or signs of the handwriting on the wall. The handwriting says that it is going down, okay? That it has hit the fan, and preparation time is now, but it's far spent for those who haven't done any type of preparation, okay? As far as the stimulus package, no one knows what's going on with that. It is way up in the air. Okay, no light at the end of the tunnel on that for anyone who is looking for some type of jolt in their pocket or in their financial situation. They are playing around with this thing. And so the best thing to do right now is to just do all that you can. That's all that you can do. We've been stressing and talking about people coming together for a long time. This is what we've been saying, but it just is easier said than done. Easier said than done. All we know is that we talk about these things a lot, Watchman and I, and even with our children. We talk about the fact that, you know, we've got to do all that we can, and we've got to fortify as much as we can, make preparations as much as we can, grow as much as we can, save seeds as much as we can. As a matter of fact, that is a major direction that our farm is taking. A lot of farms are becoming seed farms or compost farms. And that is one direction, or should I say two of the directions that we are planning on going into, because we have a lot of compost that we're able to produce from not just the animals, but the leaves and all of the raw materials and organic materials that are here on the land. We're going to be converting it into compost. Okay. And as for seeds, we are saving tons of seeds, not just for selling, but also for sharing, or should I say giving away. That has already been a part of our ministry, and we want to keep it a part of our ministry to where we would like to be a baraka to those who are taking gardening serious. In the near future, when we get ourselves geared up for giving seeds away again, we will certainly make sure that those seeds are going to someone who is actively growing. In the past, we didn't really make that a requirement, but we want to give those seeds to someone who is actively growing, because seeds do have a shelf life. And so we can't just give them to someone who just wants to do it in the future sometimes, but someone who's going to be actively growing. So I just wanted to give this, word of, I don't want to call it advice, because it's not really advice, because there's so much more being said here. I'm talking about the economy and how it's going down. But the advice that was offered is the video really wasn't about advice in terms of telling people to fortify and prepare. We've been saying that for a long time, but I just wanted to give this nudge. That's a better word for it, to nudge you in the right direction, to take a look at the handwriting on the wall. It is there. It is time to act. It is time to move. I am done with this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We would very much appreciate it. Like and share our videos as well. We appreciate that. Okay? It really helps the channel out. So I am done. And with that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel. And also comment, share, like, and subscribe.